What is up with it, everyone? Paul from Timeless Productions here, and today we're going to be doing the Resident Evil 4 Professional's Guide to this game. And essentially what I'm going to be doing for this is just going through the game, telling you a little bit of hints and things that work for me, as I've been playing the game for 15 years as of now. And I've legitimately played this game probably more than anyone has ever played this game in their entire life, and I've beaten the game on multiple consoles: the PS2 to start it off, the GameCube, the Xbox 360, the PS3, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the computer. Like, this is one of the games that just never ever dies for me. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this Professional's Guide, and I'm going to help you guys get all the stuff that maybe you didn't know about, help you through some of the stuff of the game that maybe you're not 100% sure about. And this is played on professional difficulty, so you guys will see me get hurt and injured a lot more than I would, but hopefully I don't end up dying too much throughout this whole series, because that would just be really upsetting if that was the case. So anyways, to start it off, there's gonna be these birds right here at the very beginning of the game. You're just gonna go ahead and shoot the one that I shot in the back on the tree. It'll give you a spinel to start off with, so you actually have a treasure once you get to the merchant to go ahead and sell to him. So if you come around the first house to the left, there's going to be this box on this cart. Sometimes it has stuff, sometimes it doesn't. As you guys saw, for me, it had nothing. But you might get some ammo, you might get some pesetas, whatever you think is you get or whatever. Go ahead and knife that box and see if anything comes out of it. Now, when facing your first Ganado, as you guys can see here, what I usually do is back up a little bit, shoot him once in the face. This way I'm saving bullets. I kick him and then I run up to him and knife him. A lot of this shooting, kicking, and knife technique is going to be used a lot in this guide and in Resident Evil 4 in general. I suggest it to in order to help keep you very good on ammo and make sure that you're not running out of it too much, because if you run out of ammo, especially on professional, it's not easy or good at all. Now outside, there's gonna be 3 guys waiting for you. There's gonna be one guy at the door. As you guys can see, his little thing moving a little bit. You can actually see him there. He's kind of glitching up on the stairs. He's going up and down for some odd reason. So once you jump out of here, you're going to go ahead and run directly to the left towards where you're supposed to be going. Stop, turn around, and go ahead and fight off these 3 guys and handle them. That guy got a lucky hit on me. Didn't realize I could kick him even when that was happening. And what you're going to do is the whole shoot in the face, kick, and knife technique. Like I said, it's going to be used a lot in Resident Evil 4, especially in the guide, because that is something I use tremendously in this game. And this guy got 2 lucky hits on me. Honestly, it's incredible, because most of the time I'm not usually hit by any of these first guys. So he ended up getting 2 good hits on me, almost killing me actually, but I got a green herb from it, so we're fine. So continuing on, there's this little shack right here. If you want to, you could save. I suggest saving only when you have to at the end of chapters. This isn't like the original Resident Evil games, where if you don't save, you'll end up back at this typewriter or something like that. So combining herbs will be something that you're going to want to do a lot, especially for Resident Evil 4. 2 greens fill up your health halfway. Now, once you get to these birds, actually, before I talk about combining herbs, you're going to shoot the one on the right on the post. 90% of the time, the one on the ground will fly away after you shoot that one. And I don't know why he didn't this time, but that one always drops a hand grenade. So if you want a easy hand grenade, go ahead when you get to the red post, go ahead and shoot the bird right off of it. And if you want to, you can save the dog. I always save the dog. He helps later on at the El Gigante fight when you're fighting the big giant. We'll get to later on. Now if you come over here to these bushes, there'll be this red herb, as you guys saw me just pick it up. And it'll help if you have any green herbs or later on down the line. This guy will not move at all. He has no clue you're even here. There's these 2 trip mines and there's a bear trap right there in the middle. So there's multiple ways you can go about this. If you shoot him, he will come running down there, and depending on where you're standing, he will actually run into a trip mine, or he'll run past both of those and right through the middle past the bear trap. Now once you back up a little bit, as you guys can see, there's this like little like invisible like barrier basically that he can't get past right here. Once you get up this hill, like it's like you don't even exist anymore. As you guys can see, he just stopped, didn't even come after me. I moved up a little bit to see if he would still kind of attack me, but he just walked away. He just acted like I wasn't even there. So if you want to, you could keep doing that. You could shoot him, wait for him to come, shoot him, wait for him to come, and eventually you'll kill him like that. Or you could do it this way, which is what I'm going to show you right here, where you shoot him, you move a little bit towards the right or towards the left, and he will come running through the trip mines. It's like he's got like these set lanes of paths that he can actually run to and run through. So in order to just save some ammo, just shoot him once and then have him run through the trip mines, as you guys saw right there. As we move up a little bit further, there's also this little cabin right here where there's some boxes in. You're going to go ahead and head in here, the green herb. So if you got that red herb that I had just shown you guys, and you combine it with the green herb, a green and red will fully heal you up no matter where you are. Like if you're on red, it'll fully heal you up. So I suggest if you have a red or a green herb, make sure that you save those and use those for when you actually have to. Like I said, 2 greens will fill you up halfway, so wherever your bar is, as you guys can see, if you look at my health, the bar where that white line is where the health stops at. Watch, you can upgrade it later on when you get yellow herbs. Yellow herbs are the only herbs that can help combine and to increase your health. So with halfways of like greens, 2 greens, basically wherever that bar is set at, like the maximum place it's at, that is where half of your half of it will be refilled. So that's just a little bit of help for herb combining that you might want to know. I'll show you guys a little bit more about that later on, but as for now, we're just gonna move on into the village and show you guys some more of the important stuff. So like I said, shoot, kick, knife, shoot, kick, knife. Remember that. So it's SKK. Yeah, no, that just sounds really, really weird. So once you get to these guys, they'll kind of just look at you and they'll dip back to the village to let them know, hey, there's this guy on his way. And right here, don't go running into the shack. As you guys can see, barely through that window, there's a dude sitting in here, and he only gets triggered if you run in there, and he'll hit you automatically. He'll just go ahead and swing at you. But if you run like right by the door and then move back out, he has a little animation where he'll get ready to come out and come attack you. So just try to do that. This way you don't accidentally get hit if you don't have to get hit. So to go ahead and enter the village. Now for this, the village is pretty simple. I'm going to show you guys one of the secrets for the village, which is there's 2 Dr. Salvadors. Essentially how you do this is the second you get there, you're just not going to run inside the house, you're going to run past it. And I'll show you guys soon. But no one in the village knows that you're here. Well, they're not showing that they know that you're here. And you could actually examine their walking patterns here. Now, they will notice you the second you run into the village, so it doesn't really matter whether or not you know where they are or anything like that, because they will still come and attack you. But as you guys can see, they're just kind of doing their own little thing. He's not even holding on to the hay basket at all. His hand's just floating there and it's moving with him. It's kind of weird. This girl's just walking back and forth. Now, like I said, the second you run in there, they'll know you're there. But if you go around the left side, around the back, you can go ahead and hide around them. They won't know that you're there. They'll act like you don't even exist. You can loot, I think, 1 or 2 houses before they figure it out, or something like that. So it's pretty cool. But like I always do, run through. This is the house I was talking about with the doors open. If you go in there, a cutscene will ensue, and Dr. Salvador will come, like the actual one that you're supposed to fight. But if you run past them and come to this little doorway right here, you'll find this Dr. Salvador that you're gonna want to go ahead and fight if you want easy valuables, easy money. So I don't suggest doing this if you're new to Resident Evil 4 at all, because this you're only using a pistol in this, Dr. Salvador, and I almost died twice fighting this man. I got saved there because of the fact that I got hit by the enemy, so I had some what is it called, invincibility frames. So all you're gonna do is kind of use your pistol, shoot him in the head, shoot the guys around him, make sure that you have him get kicked as you're doing that. So say you do this, you kick this guy, he will go flying backwards. Make sure he's around the vicinity, knife him, and the knife is your most valuable, and like it kills everyone faster than a gun would kill in this game. So just make sure you're using that knife a lot when you have the opportunities to. This, as you guys can see, if I would have got hit one more time, I would have died. But I got really lucky, very, very lucky actually at this point, because of the fact that I could survive and make it. And I ended up getting the ruby, as you guys saw from that Dr. Salvador. So like I said, if you want more valuables, if you want that ruby before you run to this house and get the cutscene, go ahead and do that. I don't suggest it if you're a new player, but if you know how to play the game and you've played it before and you know how to just use the handgun, go ahead and do it. Now once you run in there, the second Dr. Salvador will come. So if you want to get double the money in this little village area, I suggest doing both of them. And then you just run up here, you'll be able to get the shotgun. This time you'll have a second weapon to go ahead and help you fight this one, rather than fighting it with just a pistol. So what I suggest doing, especially if you're in a state like I was in, where I'm about to die, is just staying in this house, fighting them all off. They won't come from the downstairs, they'll only come from the upstairs. So they'll climb through that ladder, they'll come out from the awning from outside. So that's what they'll basically do. You don't have to worry about any of them coming through the stairways or anything like that. So just focus all your time and effort into all these guys coming through the window. As you guys can see, I had a group of enemies just right here. Dr. Salvador ended up coming running in, and what I did was use the shotgun through the little frag and managed to kill a good percentage of them. I used that herb and then just got hit directly after I even got out of the not cutscene, but the animation, which was really upsetting, but it's fine. Go ahead and, like I said, make sure you're knifing him. Don't knife him if he gets up though, because he will one-hit you. Dr. Salvador is a one-hit enemy, which means he will chop off your head if you're too close to him, and that's just the way he works. And I managed to kill him before the bell rang. Boom. Picked up 10,000 pesetas, and now you just wait for the bell to ring. So you just fight off the rest of the enemies that are still here. Make sure you're pushing down the ladder so that they're not getting inside the house, and you're not wasting ammo for it, and you can just keep pushing the ladder down. They'll keep raising it up, you keep pushing it down. It's pretty fun, and it will keep you alive very, very well actually. And as you guys can see, pushed it down again, didn't really care. Then I think I actually ended up jumping out right here. No, I didn't. Good, because I was about to say that would be. Oh no, I did. I tried to push the ladder off, but I ended up jumping out instead by accident. It was a complete misunderstanding right there. I was like, oh no. So I ran away. Luckily, I got this herb because I was really hurting on health items, because for some odd reason I'm really good at this game. I pride myself in that, but like when I was recording this, it was just horrible. And that little like frame issue, I think, was like the cutscene trying to start, but the cutscene like lagged a little bit. It was kind of weird. I was like, huh, what's happening here? But the cutscene will start, all the guys will be gone, and now you have free reign to go and loot the whole entire village. They have a lot of stuff here in this village, so I suggest taking your time and looting it. And of course, unless you're speedrunning or anything like that. But there'll be a lot of herbs here. There'll be a lot of valuables that you can go ahead and pick up. A lot of money. A lot of cool things. So it's pretty cool. I was looking at this picture because I thought it was like a part of the game. You know, like the church or something. But nope. It's literally just ink blots all over that place. So inside this cabin, I suggest looting first. It's just pesetas, and there might be shotgun shells in the little box over there. If you come around the back ends of where the houses are, there's herbs around all back ends of them. I should have went and got him when I was in the middle of the fight, but I didn't want to die because they will throw axes and scythes at you out of nowhere. And if you come over here to this little I don't know what it's called, like the little wooden barrier thing, you can go ahead and get a green herb from that one. And there's also a handgun ammo by the one by the large tower over here that I'll show you guys right now. Just make sure that you're rubbing against things like this, and you'll find cool little hints and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. You get, you know, a little bit of things that you might not get if you didn't end up doing that. So if you come up here, they do have some shotgun shells right over here on this table, and make sure you guys are liking for more Resident Evil content, because we can go ahead and give you more professionals guides. We have the getting an SS rank on all Resident Evil 5 maps, which I think is pretty cool. I really liked it, and I really enjoyed doing that series, which we're still doing. If you guys want us to continue, we'll do it with other characters. Anyways, if you come around here on top of this house, there's a spinel sitting right up here. Go ahead and pick that up. Like I said, you're going to want to literally loot the whole village. This will help you later on because you'll have more ammo, you'll have more health items, you'll have more money when you get to the merchant. All this is very, very helpful when it comes to playing Resident Evil 4. Make sure you're looting every area you're in after you kill all the enemies, because it will help you. It will benefit you more than just rushing through the game. And I think I missed that barrel, actually. If I did, I'd be really upset because I never missed that barrel. I missed the barrel. Don't miss that barrel that I just missed, guys, in the house. Oh my god, I can't believe I just missed that. I'm trying to show you guys a professional guide, and I ended up missing the barrel. Wow, that's insane. That's disappointed in myself, guys. Disappointed in myself. So, going towards where we fought the first Dr. Salvador is where we actually have to go. It leads us to the farm area. So you're going to go ahead and head inside the farm. And there you are going to be introduced to these things called the blue medallions, which will help get you a free gun later on. If you're playing on professional, or if it's your first time playing, you're definitely going to want to go ahead and do that. I actually ended up missing 2 boxes that I completely forgot about back here on this other end of the village. Go ahead and go to them. I think it's always a flash grenade. I'm not sure if it's always shotgun shells in the other one, but it is always a flash grenade. So if you guys need a flash grenade or think a flash grenade will help you, make sure you go ahead and loot those boxes. Now, back onto the village. I mean, not the village, back to the farm, so we can go ahead and get the blue medallions and some of the stuff that the farm has to offer us. So, once you're here at the farm, all the enemies are unaware that you're even here, which is kind of confusing considering the church bell just rang and all the other enemies left, which is why you'd think that these guys would leave, but it's whatever, right? Those were the blue medallions. It's the one hanging from the tree, as you guys saw right there. And right over here, the chickens, if you wait around long enough, chickens will drop eggs, and you can use those as health items. So go ahead and do that. If you get a gold egg like I just got, you can sell that to the merchant for pretty good money. So if you guys want to save the gold egg, go ahead and save it. I used it because of the fact that I was almost dead, and it does 100% fill up your whole entire health bar. So that's up to you, you know, do whatever you think is right. So when looting the farm, you're going to make sure you shoot the all the blue medallions. There's 7 here in the farm, and there's 6 over at the church. When we get there, I'll show you guys where all of them are, in case you guys don't know where they are. So make sure that you're shooting those in order to go ahead and get the Punisher later on. You only have to actually shoot 10 of them. You don't have to shoot all 15. But I always shoot all 15 because I am a perfectionist when it comes to Resident Evil 4, and I can't just not shoot all 15. It makes me feel weird. So you're going to go ahead and kill everyone here. Now some guys are not alerted once you shoot them. A good portion of the enemies are alerted, but there's also the like 2 or 3 enemies that just don't even give you no mind after you shoot them. Okay, so the dog will actually be here. As you guys can see, he'll bark. I don't know if shooting him actually does anything. I just shot him just to to kind of see if it would do anything, if he'd get mad, if he'd attack me or anything. So I guess we'll see at the El Gigante fight in a later episode if he's mad at me or not, if he does come to go ahead and save me. Now if you come over here to this little I didn't go to the well? Hold on, there's actually a blue medallion up here. You're gonna have to move back a little more to over here, turn around, and go ahead and hit this blue medallion right there. Now inside of this house, like I said, there's only like 2 enemies that don't get alerted. There's one outside here that is going to go ahead, and I don't know if you guys saw it when I turned around. I completely forgot he was in there. For some odd reason, he didn't come running into the house like he usually does, so it kind of just slipped my mind that he even existed. But you're going to go ahead and loot. You can open up these little drawers, so go ahead and do that. Make sure you're getting the pesetas that come out of that. I think one of them actually gives you handgun ammo. I think it's the one upstairs, though. This guy will come running in. He's in the back end over there, behind the, I guess this is a barn? Behind this, like, little house that I was just in. There's a medallion right up here. You're gonna go ahead and shoot that for your 4th one. And boom. Make sure you're killing this guy. I don't know why I didn't just like run up to him and kick him and knife him. But eventually their head will pop. So if you shoot them and their head pops, it's an automatic death. Or if you kick them and their head pops, of course, automatic death. It's pretty cool. This guy just doesn't care. He's just like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I heard you just shot and killed one of the dudes downstairs. But doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care. He's got a job to do. He's got a good work ethic. Good for him. So we're gonna go ahead and kill him for his work ethic, because why would you do that? He's even got a beanie, as you guys can see. Now right over here, if you turn around once you get up here, there's going to be a blue medallion right over there through the window. As you guys can see, it was this one where you get the handgun ammo. And if you come over here and drop down, there's gonna be this beer stein. This is your first big valuable item for Resident Evil 4, so you're gonna make sure that you go ahead and that you actually grab that, because of the fact that you don't want to miss the beer stein. And I actually ended up missing this drawer right here, but I got a spinel out of that. Again, you're gonna want all the valuables you're gonna need, because this is professional, and you're gonna want to go ahead and buy a lot of things. Buy some health items, buy a rocket launcher for a boss or 2 that you can't get past with regular weapons if you have to. Just make sure that you're always saving up the money. Then you have another blue medallion there, and another blue medallion right over here, and that's all 7 inside of the farm. So now we're done with blue medallions here. We can actually move on to our next area, and if you come down here, you can loot and get pesetas there, and then there's a spinel, and I think some shotgun shells in this barrel. I think it's randomized for this one though. There's always a spinel in that box that I just broke anyway. And now we're gonna head right back up here. I don't think I went to the well, which is kind of sad actually. If you go to the well, I think there's a pendant on it. I don't remember if there's a pendant. Yeah, there is a pendant. Okay, so make sure you go there, and there's a necklace actually. I missed the well. If you guys check the farm more than I did, you guys can go ahead and go get it. I can't even believe I missed it. Now this is your first boulder run. You're just gonna go ahead and press whatever button Promptus tells you to. Make sure you dodge out of the way, and boom, you just survived your first boulder dodge. Now up here, these enemies are going to be just walking into invisible barriers. You don't have to worry about them. You don't have to go back or anything like that. There's nothing valuable that way anyway. Then there's these 2 spinels inside the tunnel, so make sure you're going ahead and hitting those before you come through the tunnel. Now these are your first encounter with the dynamite enemies, and I suggest just shooting the dynamite. This way you're not wasting ammo, and they literally just blow up. So just wait until you get a little red dot on it, and boom, he'll just explode. There's also that guy right in there. You can kind of see his dynamite through the window. If you move too close, that one that was just there that I killed will run away, so make sure you're going ahead and you're doing that. Boom, managed to blow that guy up. So I got it. I mean, as long as you guys are sitting there and you're moving the red dot in the right areas, you'll be able to go ahead and hit the dynamite. Now if they do light the dynamite and you just wait for them to go ahead and run at you, or you keep them back, it will eventually blow up on them. I'll show you that in a couple of seconds actually with another guy. But if they light it and you shoot it, make sure you're always blowing it up. If they throw it in the air, you can go ahead and shoot it out of the air. It will kill them. It's pretty good. Now if you come over here, inside of this bird's nest is your second big valuable, which is the red cat's eye. The cat's eyes go inside of the beer stein, which are red, yellow, and green. I suggest keeping all of them. I will show you where they all are. Now for this guy, like I said, if you keep them back enough, the dynamite after it's lit will explode, of course, because it works just like in real life. There's a hand grenade always inside this room, so go ahead and pick that up. And if you come around here, there's this little box just sitting here on the floor. You're going to go ahead and knife it, loot it, and you'll get some pesetas from that. Now, if you guys see, the aura around the actual loot does get smaller and it starts to shrink. It will disappear and you will get less ammo for that, so make sure you're picking up ammo or money or anything like that that drops as soon as it drops. This way you're not losing out on anything too big. So once you get in here, make sure that you're being careful, you're not just running through it, because of the fact that there are 2 trip mines right there. And you're going to go ahead and pick up the pesetas, and right here is a green herb for you. Make sure you're always picking those up. This way you can keep yourself alive, of course, with the green herb. Now in here, this is the end of chapter 1-1. This is when we find Luis Sierra, and we're going to go ahead and initiate the cutscene. So that's the end of chapter 1-1. Like I said, this is a professional's guide to it. I hope that this first episode did help you through chapter 1-1, and that you guys got the most out of your playthrough of it and everything like that. I will be doing every single chapter in the game as its own separate episode, and it will be completely done down and in depth to what you can get from it, what you should do for boss fights, and all that different and cool stuff. So anyways, be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content. We will see you guys in the next Resident Evil video and the next video in general. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you guys leave down a comment below if this helped you at all, it really does show appreciation for us, because of the fact that we were able to help you guys through Resident Evil 4, considering this is, like I said, my favorite game ever made. Literally no game will ever top this game, in my opinion, which I guess is kind of biased, but it's just my opinion. It is what it is. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video, and with that, have a good day and goodbye.